Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Xseed training call tonight. I'm so happy that you've joined me. My name is Lynn Grabowski, and I'm so excited about what Xseed has to offer. If you have not received your email yet or looked at your email, make sure that right now as we speak that you mark the date of March 9th on your calendar for the Xseed State of the Union call. It will be at 6 p.m., and that's Pacific Standard Time, and John DeVries will be announcing some of the new changes and the new products and new compensation plan advancements that we're going to be announcing. My goodness, I cannot hardly stand it. It's only a few days away, and I know you've been waiting for this. I know so many people have emailed me and text messaged me and Facebook messaged me and said, when do we get to hear? Well, let me tell you, I spent last week, as many of you know, in Las Vegas at our Xseed headquarters and heard some of the new exciting things that are about to be released. And this is what I can tell you. I can tell you it's time to get yourself and your team ready. Because what's going to happen in the next month at Xseed is going to be life-changing for you and your team. We have the most advanced products that we are going to be adding to our Xseed program, and we have compensation plan enhancements that literally will curl your toes. I have to tell you that we've shown some of these changes to some of the biggest people in network marketing. If you looked at your email from Xseed, you've seen that it says that seven-figure earners are moving over to Xseed. Now, that's not a joke. That is the truth. I met several of them, and I can tell you that things are about to pop. So, tonight's training is going to be about the steps you need to take in the next 2 weeks. What I really want you to do is get your list. I know you've heard that before, but I know that there's always some people on your list that you haven't talked to yet because of one reason or another. My exact words to John DeVries were this: I have some very high dollar earners. I have some very professional people. I have some people who I felt would say, I'm not so sure Xseed has enough of the uniqueness. You know why? Because they weren't health-minded people necessarily. They weren't people that necessarily, I thought, could build a business based on the health products that we had, because they're more about a business. They're more about networking. They're more about the compensation plan. And in my opinion, we had the very, very best and still do. But with the enhancements and the bonuses that are going to be announced, that's why we have seven-figure earners that are about to move over to Xseed. I have so much excitement right now that I today have already talked to 3 millionaires, business owners that are here in my city that are millionaire people who have many different investments and who are people who are business-minded people. And I have talked to them about the enhancements that we are about to announce. Now, I can't tell them, just like I can't tell you yet, but I can say this: hold on to your bootstraps. Because if you're a person who likes to talk to people, if you're a person that has a kind heart and a servant heart, who wants to see people both healthy and financially secure, we are going to have it. And I am not just saying that, I mean it. We are going to have it. So create your list this week before Monday. Before you listen to John's call on Monday night, create your list. Now, you may already have a great group of people in your business, and maybe some of them have been coasting along, like mine have. Sponsoring has been sort of just flatlined. You know, we probably sponsor 2 or 3 people a month in our group, but most of the people we're sponsoring are people who just absolutely love the philosophy of our 4 products, the AOX, the Fresh, the Slender, and the Infused. They love the simplicity. They love the uniqueness. They love the affordability. They love that it's simple. They don't need to take a whole bunch of pills. They can really utilize the simplicity of the program. And so, yes, they're sponsoring 3 or 4 or 5 people a month. But I still have, and they still have, the list of the people that they feel are ready to truly make a lifelong business with residual retirement income. It's time to get that list out, and it's time to re-engage every single Xseed executive that you have had. Get them on the line on Monday night to hear what John has to say. Get every single person that you've ever talked about Xseed to on the line. Let them know that Xseed is expanding. Let them know that Xseed is actually relaunching our Xseed business in April. And that the timing right now and the positioning available to get them started right now, or to re-engage those who have not been engaged for the last few months, the time to do it is right now. If they are positioned in a place right now, they are going to be able to take advantage of a huge growth that will be taking place in April through July and continuing on from that point. Because April through July will be our pre-launch/launch time of new products, new compensation, new programs. It's going to be the time when Xseed is going to hit the news. It's going to be the time when everybody in the network marketing industry will be hearing the name and wondering, what the heck is going on over there? When I sat next to 7-figure earners who are making money right now with their existing companies, and those 7-figure earners are saying, I am going back and I am going to get my entire group from where I'm at right now involved with this, because this is where we need to be. Now let me tell you, if you were a 7-figure earner a year, and that means you're making around $100,000, anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000 a month in network marketing, would you feel pretty secure? Would you feel pretty much like, I don't think I want to rock the boat? I think that's a pretty secure place to be. But what if something came across your desk that was even better than what you had, and you could see that the potential was even bigger than what you already were in? What would you do? It's like you're getting a raise. You're not having to do any more work, because network marketing, in my opinion, it's work, but it's fun work. It's work that you don't even address as work, because you're having a good time with your friends and the family and the people that you want to be with, where you want to be with them, and whatever time you want to be with them. So whatever you're doing right now, if you have an 8-to-5 job or if you're a full-time networker, doesn't matter. Why don't you have fun with us? Why don't you take that leap? I don't mean quit your job if you already have an 8-to-5 job. I mean, why don't you take some time, spend some evenings and some weekends building your future? Start by making your list. Start by getting people on the Monday night call on March 9th. And at that point, we'll be announcing the next step of what you need to do to secure positioning and secure the advancement of your business with Xseed Health. Now, I know a lot of you are old-time networkers, and you're like, yeah, I know. I've got a list. I know what to do. I am too. I have been in network marketing for over 35 years, a lot longer than most people. I hear people say, I've done it for 25 years and they're really proud of that. Or I've done it for 27 years and they're really proud of that. And I'm really proud that I've done it for 35 years because it's afforded me a lifestyle that a lot of people never see. But there are more millionaires made in network marketing than any other industry today. The health and wellness industry will be a $1 trillion industry by the year 2017. Now, you've heard before, what if you had been there and invested in Apple computers? What if you would have been one of those people who believed that that computer really was going to take the world by storm? Okay? Now, all of us could say that. Well, wished I would have invested in Apple when they first came out with their computers. Wished I would have seen the handwriting on the wall. There are a lot of health and wellness companies out there today, ladies and gentlemen, a lot. And because I've been in the health and wellness industry for 38 years and the network marketing industry for 35 years, I see a lot of them. And I have about 3 to 5 networkers contact me every single week asking me to be a part of their new business. So number 1, I do a lot of research. Number 2, I have to use a lot of discretion. I have to be cautious because it's really easy to just trust one of your friends who believes that what they're in is going to be the next best thing. My husband calls me the research queen for a reason because I research everything from the owners of the company, the designers of the product, the compensation plan. I go through with a fine-tooth comb. And I can tell you that that is the way that a good networker does. They don't jump from one ship to the next. Because if you've heard the saying, you jump out of the frying pan into the fire, I've seen that happen with a lot of people. But I know that really good networkers take time to research, take time to look, and take time to be aware of what's in front of them. And when I met John DeVries 3 years ago, I knew his background in franchising. I knew his background in real estate and in stocks and investing and all the different things that he'd made money in and that he'd been successful in. I also knew that he had been a distributor in a network marketing business, and there's a huge difference in a company owner who has been on both sides of the fence, who has been on the networking distributor side and who has been on the business owner side. And there's a great deal of education and knowledge that comes from being in both places. Not a lot of network marketing companies can say that. Most of them have owners where all they see are numbers. They don't know what it's like to be out in the field and deal with the people and the objections and the constant ridicule or comparison that goes on. But John DeVries does. And Dr. Leslie Jacobs knows what it is to compare products. She sees products every day as a medical doctor. She's brought products into her all the time to compare with what she has. So when I tell you that what's going to be launched and what's going to be announced, I can tell you that they've taken it to a whole new level. They've taken the compensation plan to a level that I haven't ever seen in my 35 years. They've taken the health and wellness industry to a level that isn't just your normal vitamins and minerals and shakes. They've taken it to a level that is going to take the 21st century by storm. It's going to wake up some people who have been asleep. It's going to bring back some of the networkers who said they were done and that they've retired. They are going to get excited about this, and they are going to want to get back in the business. So those are the kind of people I want on your list. Those people, I want you to put down the people you know who have been successful in business and the people you know who've given up. I want you to put down the people that you know own businesses, whether it's your insurance man, whether it is your dentist, whether it is the person that does your cleaning. or if it's the guy that washes your car, if you know someone who's looking for an opportunity, let's get them on the call on Monday night. If they can't be on the call on Monday night, you make sure you're on the call on Monday night. There'll be a replay available of the call, but you be sure you're on the call Monday night because your excitement is contagious. A very important part of this business is your commitment, your excitement. I've always told people, knowledge is 20% of your sale, and excitement is 80%. It's that 20-80% rule. If you have 80% excitement and conviction and you have 20% knowledge about your product and your compensation plan, you will be successful. You don't need to know everything. You just need enough excitement and your own story to get that person you're talking to as excited as you are. I'll never forget, I earned my first car with the company I was with for 27 years. I earned that car, and I didn't even know I earned the car because I didn't know how the compensation plan worked. I was just excited that I wasn't having migraines anymore. I was excited that I wasn't having all the health issues anymore. I was so excited about the products that the company called me and said, how come you haven't picked out your car yet? You earned it 3 months ago. That's the kind of excitement. It was 20% knowledge and 80% excitement that got me my first car. And I took as long as I needed to learn all the details because, you know, there's always someone to support you in Xseed, whether it's at the company level or at your upline level, the person that sponsored you or the person that sponsored them. There's someone there that has a little bit more knowledge who is willing to help you be successful in this business. So tonight, make your list. Get people on the phone on Monday night. Start inviting them as soon as we hang up the phone. Tell them to put it on the calendar. It's in your email. You can copy and paste it. You can send that out. New people, people that have been in, doesn't matter. Let them hear the excitement of what's about to happen. Remember, we have our opportunity calls on Tuesday and Thursday, so I'll be doing a call again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Also, remember, every morning at 9 a.m. we do our Xseed Everyday Call to help you get motivated and inspired, get your day started off right. So be sure and join me on those morning calls and every Tuesday and Thursday for our opportunity call. So have a great night, everyone. Be blessed, and don't forget to bless someone else. Share this opportunity with them. Now is the time for great growth in your Xseed business. Have a great night. Bye now.